And once I was dressed in a suit, I was in a store, and I was walking around, I think it was a jewelry store, and this person was following me around the store. So I'm dressed in a suit and tie, and this person is following me. So how's this person gonna treat the next young black man who comes in, who's wearing jeans and t-shirt and tennis shoes?
Yeah.
Right? Perhaps even worse than me. Maybe he's gonna deny this person access to the store.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember when I first joined the military, I got stationed in Arkansas, and I went into a store to buy a suit. And well, actually, before I got to the store, I was in the mall. And well, yeah, I went into the store, and this guy we were having a conversation, and somehow he was telling me that, like, he didn't want to sell me. I was asking how much the suits cost, and he was directing me to another store. And I'm like, well, I'm not interested in going to that other store. I want to buy, the suits from here. And there was a cop not too far. The cop came in and got involved. And the cop, the first words out of his mouth, "You in Arkansas now, boy." Just like that.
Wow.
Right. So I guess, I don't know if we got into the conversation that I was in the military and that I came from Miami and whatever, but his reaction was that, "Well, you in Arkansas now, boy." Something, you know what I mean? And well, this was it. They would not take my check.
Okay.
And I didn't have cash, so the guy would not take my check. And I was obsessed, like, why won't you take my check? I have ID, I have money in my account. Why won't you take my check? So he actually called the cop over because of that, and that was the reaction I got, then. You know what I mean? So again, I was a member of the military. I had proper IDs on me, and that's what I was subjected to, right? And people need to understand why, particularly black men, are angry or upset in this country. It's because things like that happen daily in this country.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go. Right?
And just because you don't choose to listen to that stories, or you're not involved in it because you live in a different area where you don't see it as often as in other cities, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's just that you have been lucky enough not to be not to be treated that way. It doesn't mean that doesn't exist, or that somebody else's truth is not truth. Just because, we need to stop judging somebody else's truth by what we've experienced.
Yeah, and
that happens a lot.
We should stop being so cavalier about telling people that they are making excuses. Sure, do some people make excuses? Yeah, I'm sure they do. Some people make excuses, but we don't all have the same opportunities